this is the first time we've ever taken Amtrak after years and years and years of living in Japan. So it's been a kind of a wild experience because it's kind of a mess. The train station has a departures board, and the departures board only shows trains that are delayed and late. So you never know where your train is gonna be. They make an announcement over the intercom system that you can't understand. It's like you can't understand because of the echoing. So you're like, okay, and there's all these screens everywhere that don't write down where the train is gonna be. Like the tracks have screens like next to them, and they don't write like this is gonna be this train. So you have no idea what the hell to do. And there's very few staff. And everybody is just like asking everybody else, like all the customers, what is this train? Where am I going? What do I do?
Everybody's got to come up and ask everybody in the line, what train is this? Because there is nothing. Nothing tells you anything.
It's wild after dealing with like Japanese train system, which is like, oh, so nice. But regardless, we've got a train and we're going to be going down to Virginia on it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the ride is and everything. It doesn't look like it's delayed, which is a good thing because almost every other train seems delayed. Are we gonna make it?
We didn't get dinner. We did none of the things we planned to do, which was like get dinner, get a snack,
I got some heels.
We might survive.
The seats are numbered and everything, but I guess we don't have reserved seat numbers.
No, when I got onto the train, I just looked at the first person that was already seated and I said to them, I've never been on a train before.
Not a train that's go chaotic.
I won't describe the trains I haven't been on, this one being it. And I was just like, do you have a number for your seat? And she was like, no, you just sit wherever you want. And I was like, okay.
Fair enough.
But that complicates everything. Like everybody thinks they're gonna find a better seat, so they end up going down the hall.
The other thing it does, everybody comes in the first car and walks through the entire train looking for seats instead of going to their specific car.
Yeah.
So like you just get, and you gotta move your bags and stuff, and it's just like there's an army of people waiting because they haven't just gone to the farther cars back.
Yeah.
So like when people have an assigned car with a seat in it, like we used to assign the cars. Maybe you are in car 4 and any seat is fine.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that would be okay.
But wow, that was madness.
It's not the Shinkansen total.
No.
We get that late. Train is already 15 minutes late. No announcements have noticed. They've not even said anything.
Not even a...
like, it's late. 30 minutes late, and the crew has arrived, so that's a step forward.
And they did update us that something happened.
I think the reason there was not an announcement is because there was nobody here to make the announcement.
Oh. So there's no like staff at the terminal or at the station that could be like, hey, here's what's up. Weird.
It's just 42 minutes late, and now we're going.
The announcements that they're making, every couple of seconds it just has the
feedback.
Yeah, there's just feedback in it. So we're all here like having to go through pain to listen to an announcement. None of that also told us like when we're going to arrive at these places now that we're 42 minutes late.
I assume plus 42 minutes.
Yeah. So now instead of 8:20, 9 o'clock is when we'll get there.
It's kind of amazing. I don't want to sound like I'm crapping on train travel because I really do.
These are just factual things. This is just the facts. This is how it works.
Like really wish there was good train travel in America.
And I plugged into the wall here. Doesn't work. I tried to use the Wi-Fi. Doesn't work. It's a pretty plush seat, though.
It's a nice seat. It's better than an airplane.
I feel like I'm businessing.
It's true.
In this big ass seat. But like, you can just cover anything in leather in America, and that's the best.
I do like cows.
But this is hurtful to cows. Leather's not good.
No, they come with leather. That's cows.
Yeah, but
leather.
I don't know. This is...
Sorry about all these like weird shots. Another thing about them not
Just
assigning
chronicling.
seats is that, like, if you come on here with your partner, like, you might not get to sit together.
Oh, well, that's definitely going to be the situation. But
Yeah.
like, we just watched someone that got on at the station after Penn Station, and so there's a
There's no seats
ton of
left,
people
yeah.
that get on at Penn Station, and then they get on, and there's just
Because there's
no
like
seats.
onesies, people sit in
Yeah.
this onesie. So there's all these
And-
onesie seats, and now people don't get to sit time together. If you have kids or something and you got on right now, what, one kid sits in one car and the
that's
other
really
kid sits in the other
true.
car, and you sit in a third car because you can't reserve seats? Like, what?
That's really
What's going on here?
really stupid. But we can see outside. So I reported back to the people that we stayed with in New York who have ridden on this train line, and it turns out that there was a not passenger, but a pedestrian fatality today.
Oh,
And in Japan, we consider that to be a suicide. Like, that does happen daily in Japan. I would say daily. But here, I don't think that that's normal. And they did have somebody get hit by a train on our route. And that's why a whole lot of trains were delayed. There was a 2-hour delay, and we're coming in on the end of that. So that's why there was the 30 to 45 minutes that we sat on the track.
and maybe the departure board is usually not a delay board.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not usual.
So today may be
Okay.
an anomaly, and maybe it's not like that, but there's still no reserves. There's still a list of other things that are still strange to us, but yeah, that explains one thing for sure. I've taken a little bit of a tour of the train, and I would say that the bathroom, pretty good. Very happy with the bathroom experience. It wasn't a freaky smell. It was very, very clean, easy to use, solid. And there's also a food car, a couple cars back, and it just has your basic sandwiches and things that you could get. It's a little expensive and it looks like airplane food, but you're on a train. But one thing that's going on right now is that somebody just started playing their music, and it's like, that's just going to be the normal.
Yeah, it's like they can afford a Bluetooth speaker, but not Bluetooth headphones.
I don't think it's a Bluetooth speaker, it's just their phone, but like,
Yeah, it's not rumbling the windows.
huh.
I will say that the ride of this train is rougher than probably any ride train I've ever been on in Japan. Not just the Shinkansen, but the local trains. It's not horrible, but like I wanted to like use my computer, and like I had to be a little bit like, you know, using the mouse or the touchpad. You got to be kind of delicate with it. It's trains rocking around too much to like be precise with it. So I'm just like not bothering. It's definitely more bouncy than a non-turbulent flight as well. Like we're bouncing around more than you would on a pleasant flight,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and way more than any trains I've ever been on in Japan. It's not terrible, but it's just noteworthy. You got a B-roll some of that restroom, so I can put it backwards.
Oh,
in
put
the
it
shot.
backwards.
Yeah, it's gonna get
I
shot
just
now.
assume you're gonna play it backwards.
We can do that.
It's gonna be like the toilet flushing, me pushing the button.
The pee going in.
It's just airplane. I'm kind of excited. It looks pretty good. So apparently back in the food place, they have a whole bunch of sandwiches to choose from. So Eric said, just surprise me. So I got a caprese and a turkey and Asiago sandwich. And Eric chose turkey. I said, it's between turkey and pesto, you choose. And he said turkey. And I'm shocked, because who chooses turkey over pesto?
You.
Maybe. But
You
that's how I've ended up with pesto.
Pick it up on that turkey when you got the opportunity. Sandwiches feel a bit cold. Mine feels like it might be a little frozen. Is it okay?
It's just that they are refrigerated.
Yeah.
And that they're not frozen by any means. Is it fresh as well? Wow.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. For like, so like train sandwich is not bad?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And
I am pleased.
We're doing a lot of compare contrasting between what we're used to in Japan. like trains in Japan, I don't even think they have food cars.
I think they have food cars. We just never...
You never go to them? I mean, Shinkansens probably do, but like a local train, like the Chuosen doesn't, and like even the line that would go up to Takasaki doesn't have them. And sometimes the ladies come through with the carts, but it's usually just snacks. I don't know if you could get like, you know, their equivalent of a sandwich, but the train stations would have like places to get bentos. And that's, I think, what most people do.
This is pretty good.
It's good to hear. We're in Delaware. Oh, we're in Delaware. So there's no like shades on these windows, so you end up with like the sun just like blaring in on you. Nothing you can do about it. You're like trying to look at something, but it's like the trees going by, and I'm gonna have like a seizure from all the flashing. Can you feel the heat?
It's not super hot, but the sun's also going down. It's not like the super hot part of the day, but it is warmer. But the aircon in here is evening that out. But if you didn't want to have like a lot of sun on your skin, this is not the side to be on.
Yeah, they don't have the thing to like adjust you can't like point the air off of you. It's not like in an airplane where you can change the pointy thingy.
Yeah.
You know, you're just cold if you're cold or whatever, and if you're in an oven, because the sun is blaring on you, I guess there's really no control of temperatures at all. The thing that I really can't get over is how much this thing's rattling around and shaking. It's like my fillings are gonna fall out of my face. Like, it's...
I do not feel it's that extreme.
I mean, it's just like... It's just not smooth. Like, it's on rails. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so used to trains just being like essentially buttery smooth that this is just kind of not what I would expect. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too nitpicky, but it'd be nice if it was smoother. I did find something cute though. This is a positive. This train art on the box. It's pretty adorable. This may be a little
in the dark.
This may be a little dark. The situation is we're in Washington D.C. and if we put this over here, we'll get a little bit of light.
Oh yeah. And at this station, not all the doors will open. You need to find a door with an attendant.
At the last
so
station,
they don't tell you which cars.
At the last station, it was only the last 3 cars that the doors open, because I guess the platforms aren't big enough or something.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
This is like Washington D.C., so I guess the platform isn't raised enough, so you have to go to a door that has got stairs. So they put people at each one of those that actually has stairs to get off at.
But they don't tell you which ones they are. So all these people were lined up in our...
Like people are going back and forth in the car.
They were just lined up in here yelling at each other like, it's not on this side, it's not on this side, I don't know where to go.
And all the lights are off because they're apparently changing the engine from an electric engine to a diesel engine, because I guess they don't have electric lines run like south of Washington D.C. That's my guess. Which, I mean, okay, but still, it's kind of like... I keep going back there. You don't go back there. You don't like to compare things. But like, against Japan, like, come on, guys. Really? Like,
I'm fine with comparing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there's some diesel trains in Japan, but it's like they're diesel trains. The whole line is diesel. That's how it is, and they're old, like countryside stuffs. Not like the thing that runs between Washington D.C. and Richmond. You know what I mean? This is not like a really, really low population center here.
Yeah. Has anything good happened? I can't. I'm trying because I see you driving, and you're catching most of the bad things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch the good things. I mean, toilet was satisfactory.
It's funny.
I really enjoyed that sandwich. Oh man, that's a good sandwich.
At one point, the announcement guy was like, "If you are not in the back 3 cars, you are going to miss your stop."
You will miss your stop. You probably already missed your stop.
She's doing comedy on the mic.
I would enjoy the comedy if I wasn't getting the feedback at the same time.
Yeah, when it talks like squeaks and stuff.
I'll try to tune in with maybe more good in the future if I can think of it.
It's unclear just how long it's going to take for them to switch the engines from the electric engine to the diesel engine. So they let you get off and walk around on the platform. It's kind of cool. You get to see the train and stuff, stretch your legs. People are smoking a cigarette, things like that. So there's that, but there's like no like, okay, it's gonna take 15 minutes and then we're gonna depart. Like it's just like, dude was like, just don't go too far away from the train. we might leave without you. And other things that are going on, like they kind of like, because the seats aren't assigned, they have to check your ticket multiple times. So like they'll come through and they'll be like, we need to check your ticket, and then you got to get your ticket out. It's like digital on your phone. They scan it and whatever. It takes us a second. Then they come back through later and they're like, did we check you or not? Let me check it again. Sometimes they check, sometimes they don't. So you could theoretically just get on the train and sit where they put these little pieces of paper above your seat where somebody else is left, and you would look like you were in the right place because nobody's verifying. Like, if that person is tied to that seat, there's no way to tie that in for them. So like they leave these little pieces of paper, like we checked it, but then they have to double check because people could just get on and steal by just sitting in a seat that's got those papers there. Because when you get off, you don't necessarily take the papers. Why are we just trying to reserve seats in or whatever? It's wild, man. The whole system is just like, it's just different. Let's put it that way. Looks like we got a diesel train hooked up to the front. We are maybe ready to roll. Wasn't too long, probably about 15 minutes or so. But I mean, all right, it's a big piece of machinery to move. I guess can't expect it to be snappy. Welcome to Fredericksburg, bro. What time is it?
9:30.
So we're how late?
Like an hour.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, an hour delay, I guess, isn't really that bad. But yeah, we're here. Is that my dad?
It is your dad.
Oh my god, fucking Janet. There's like a bombshell in the background. It's weird, I didn't feel like they'd be able to get onto the platform. It's like some sort of illegal thing, you're not allowed to be here. Hello! Hi!
Okay. Good luck, dear. Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you tired and hungry?